it's very, very obvious that the Fed is playing with people's money. I think we can all agree that the Fed are playing with people's money and are playing with people's emotion at this time. So this is what they said on Sunday. Probably on Thursday. Yeah, Fed speech on Thursday. So they said they were not confident yet that they have reached the sufficient restrictive level on monetary policy to bring inflation down to target. You hear that? Suggesting that further rate hike cannot be ruled out. This speech single-handedly brought back strength to the United States dollar. You understand? After the previous week market close in US dollar weakness. So, but the speech by Fed on Thursday that the further rate hike cannot be ruled out, that might still increase their interest rate in future. So market participants take that into consideration, and then we see more strength coming back to the US dollar, which drag AUD, USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD lower, and they push USD CAD, USD Swiss franc, and the rest up. You get. So they said the FOMC is committed to achieve a stand of monetary policy that is sufficiently restrictive to bring inflation down to 2% over time. So they are not confident that they have achieved such stand. You get, that's the issue right now of bringing the inflation back to 2%. So Powell said in an opening remark on Thursday, again, when they are having their monetary policy, that's what he said there. You get. So they said they are above the 2% inflation target, but they don't want to accept that. You get. So that's what they are contemplating on now. We are expecting their rate cut to be May, but they have now shifted to June next year. You get. So that is what is bringing issue to the market. But you know, when market want to close on Friday, we saw a rejection, and that rejection might signal, like we saw the rejection in the chart, including on the DSY too. If you can see, this is a rejection right here. And then next week we have the CPI, the PPI, which is the inflation measure news, and this news will make Fed decide. This report will make Fed decide maybe they are going to hike the interest rate, or they are going for pivot interest rate cuts. They are going to be dovish, or maybe they are going to be hawkish. So let's see what they do after the news next week. If you are just joining this channel for the first time, this is Ambafx, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I bring you the latest insights in the world of Forex markets, and then the weekly Forex forecast and some other educational tips that will make you a better trader. So follow me in this journey. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and turn on the notification bell in case I drop any video, so that you can be notified. So before we dive deep into the technical, let's check the fundamental report we have next week. So Monday is a free day, and then on Tuesday we have GBP Claremont count change, and Tuesday too at 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time there will be an inflation measure news. That is the core CPI month over month, and then CPI month over month and year over year. So as you can see, the previous CPI result is 0.3, and they are anticipating the same 0.3. And if you check, that is CPI. If you check the CPI, the previous is 0.4. They are anticipating 0.1. On the year over year, the previous is 3.7. They are expecting 3.3. That is they're expecting a lower reading in the CPI results. That is what market is expecting right there. And this thing can even have its own effect in the market. and you might see strength coming into the US dollar. That is the beginning of maybe probably a Monday, but the candle closes on Friday shows us that we might see a retracement. That is probably maybe a little bit of dollar weakness before. So let's see how market will open on Monday and how investors react to it. On Wednesday, we have the core PPI. That is another inflation measure news. The retail sales again, another inflation measure news. So let's see how it goes. We have the pounds CPI too on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the AUD unemployment rate and the employment change. Even the US dollar unemployment rate too on Thursday. On Friday, we have the pounds retail sales. So I believe this week is about the US dollar inflation and then the pounds inflation. So let's see what the release of those will be, and then this will make us make our decision on the chart. But most of the time, trade what you see on the chart. Don't trade a speculative stuff. You have to trade what you actually see on the chart, because most of these are these fundamentals somehow will actually show in your chart where the investors are going. Your own is just to follow them. Your own is not to predict where they will go. Your business is to follow where they will go. So DXY, this is what I can still figure out on DXY. Still anticipating the US dollar weakness. But if this the investor now push price of the DXY above 105,988, then I will be looking for US dollar strength back to this high. But for now, as far as the DXY is still below the level of 105,988, and we have a rejection at this particular area, because this area, we have a break of this support level. There is a new low here. Market creates a new low, still creates another new low. So there's a possibility that market will still come and create another new low, because this low here has not been invalidated, if you get. So this is a probably this is a high that creates this low, and it has not been invalidated. So let's see how price reacts to this level, and this is the high that creates this low, so it has not been validated. So there is probably, let's say, a probability that we still have a weaker US dollar, as we saw the rejection here on Friday. So probably price might still come back to create a new low at this area. So this is what I'm still anticipating in the DXY until otherwise. And if price go above this level, above 105,988, then I'll be looking for a strength in US dollar. But if prices stay below this, then I'll be looking for a US dollar weakness. I think you might not agree with me, but that is what I am looking at in the market right now. That is what I'm focusing on for price. If price stay below this, then I will be looking to short the US dollar. If price move above this, then it means that price has go above this level, and we should be looking for US dollar strength around that particular area. So still anticipating the drop of the DXY to 103,453. That's what we said last week, after we have a break of this level, and then we have some range here and market break out to the downside. So probably this might actually be a retest, and then so let's see how price reacts to that. And on gold last week, I told us, if you watch the weekly forex forecast last week, I told us that we are going to have a sell on gold, and if we don't have a rejection at this level, we should be looking for a rejection at this particular level. So I told you guys I'll be selling gold from here, then which I sold and take my profit at this level. So then we watch the market doing its own thing around this particular area. As you can see, I'm looking for market to come down to this particular area to probably pick my buy bias at that particular area right there. So that is what I'm looking at in the market right now, for market to come back to hit this particular support level and then reject, and then we'll see the next push back to 2046 target. That's what I'm looking at on gold at this moment. So the next pair I'll be looking at is the pounds. So last week we have this move to the upside, this strong move to the upside, and then after on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we saw the the GBP coming back to this particular area. So then it hit here, it reject. Then on Thursday, after the FOMC meeting, we saw this rally back to the downside. But late on Friday, then we saw this little rejection at this price level. So if you ask me the next direction which I'm looking at on the dollar, and dollar is this GBP USD, it's at a very interesting level of 1.22134. That level is very interesting because that level is a very strong support level. But if price violates that level, the price should be going back to 1.21096. This is the level. If price violates this level and we have a breakout and close below this level, then price should be coming back to 1.21096. So please watch out for this price level. If price break below this level of 1.22134, price should be coming down back to 1.21096. But for now, as price still stay above that level, so I can still be looking for something like this to play out. If it's play out, let's say it play out next week, so I can still be looking at something like this to play out for market to come here and then maybe back to this particular level. This is the move, this is the retracement, the impulsive move, the retracement move, the impulsive move. Maybe it will break another, as markets usually do its thing. Understand? So these things are not that hard to get. So let's see how price reacts to this level. If you have a rejection and if we see the CPI maybe coming out disappointing, and then you might see price coming back to 1.24180. That is the first target I'm looking at is 1.23026. Why, if this level break, should be looking at 1.24180. So if you ask me, I'm bullish on GBP USD if the price stay above 1.22134. Let me say this again. If price stay above 1.22134, I'm bullish on the USD. But if price break below it, then I will be looking for a sell setup back to 1.21096. Same thing on GBP and EUR USD. As you can see, price now. Last week I told us this is the analysis I did last week, that price will come back to this area and reject back to the downside. So throughout this week, price last week price come here, and so what I'm looking at here is I think this is a double bottom right there. So I'm looking for price to break this high right here and then form a new high to let's say 1.0928. So that's what I'm looking at right there on Euro US dollar. So let's put this here, because this level too, you don't have to rule this level out. So probably if we see a rejection to a push to the upside here continue, then we might see a first move to 1.08002 and then 1.09238. But see this level right here, this level of 1.06635. Please, if price mistakenly break below this level, you should be looking for a sell setup back to this area. There's no it's not negotiable, you understand? So if price mistakenly move below 1.06635, you should be looking for a sell setup back to let's say first take profit here 0.6 something, and then back to this particular area as the take profit target. But for now, as price still stay above 1.06635, which means that this is still a very strong support level. So price can still push back to 1.08002 and then 1.9209238. So I think the next pair we should be looking at is US dollar Swiss franc. So US dollar Swiss franc, I don't even have any bias here, so I just put this. So probably if price break below, I'll sell. If price break above, I'll probably buy. But here actually I'm still waiting for what price will do at this level. So price might actually come back here, then take my buy position here, then get out from this particular area, take my take profit at this particular area. So as far as this high has not been breached, you can still see a move to the downside in the US dollar Swiss franc. So let's see how it goes right there. But I just put this line to watch how price reacts to every of that level right there. So the next pair I want to check is US dollar Canadian dollar. So US dollar Canadian dollar, as you can see, I'm anticipating a sell bias here if price stay below the 1.38326 level. So I'm anticipating a sell bias. As you can see this rejection right here, this weak rejection candle. So you can still see price coming lower back to this particular level right here, maybe before it actually buy back or it break to the downside. But I'm anticipating price to come back to this particular level as if price still stay below this 1.38326 level. If we have price breaking above this level, it means that the bias has changed to a buy bias. But for now, my bias is to the downside at that level right there. So I'm anticipating a sell bias back to this area, back to retest this trend line level right here. That is on US dollar Canadian dollar. On US dollar JPY, I told you guys that I won't be selling this pair until we have a move back below 150 level. That is when I'll be selling US dollar JPY, and I still stay on the stance you get. But here, if you check where it is at a very critical level right here, as you can see, all-time high, so of 151617. That is let's look at the level. That's the October 2022 high. So that is where the US dollar JPY is at this level. So if we have another rejection at this particular area, we might have it coming back to this level. But if price break below this 150 level, we should be looking for a sell bias back to 147,415. But if price stay below this area, don't be tempted to sell. Just keep on watching what price do at that particular area. And then if market break of this zone, then you should be looking for a buy bias right here. So let's see how it goes. Let's how price react to that level. And all this US dollar pairs looks the same. Even the GBP, this is how it actually looks when we put this thing. So here too, I'm looking for a buy setup here. Looking for a buy setup from here back to this particular high, because as we said, the impulsive move, and then we'll have a retracement move and another impulsive move. So let's see how market react to this particular area. So but if it breaks below 0.58722, you should be looking for a sell setup back to 0.58108. So you need to observe how market reacts to this level you get. So observe how market react to this level, and then if you see a break below, you should be looking for a sell setup back to 0.58106. But my own bias right now is to the upside if market stay above 0.58788. So that's what I'm looking at that particular level. So the next pair I want to check is pounds AUD. And then last week we saw I think the GDP result out of the pounds coming out better than expected. So if I'm not mistaken, so let's check together. And then the only pair we do not see strength in is GBP USD because of the US dollar. So as you can see, the GDP month over month and the quarter comes out better than expected. That is a strong GDP in the pound. So as the pounds ready to release their news next week, I believe probably actually comes out positive. That is better than expected because I think the economy is actually doing very okay. So I'm looking at on GBP AUD is to the downside for price to take out this high, and then you see price coming back to this particular high on GDP now on GBP AUD. So let's see how it goes. So probably price might come back to retest this area, and then we might see the up move to that particular level. So if the price break below 1.91142, you'll be looking for a sell setup. You get, but if price stay below this area, be looking for a buy setup back to 1.99275. So the next one I want to check is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So this pair I enter here on last week Thursday. I entered this particular level. So we have price coming back to this level. I break even, price come back to it, my break even, and boom. So I take that as part of the market. So what I'm looking at here is for price to come here, and then maybe we might see a rejection. But if price stay below this level, if price break this above this level, you can see, then I'll be looking for a re-entry back to 111,106. So that's what I'll be looking at on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. But we have a high probability, price have a high probability of rejecting at this level back to retest this particular level before moving up, or before coming to test this particular level. So let's see how it goes on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So if price stay below this area, should be looking for a buy setup. But if price stay above this area, probably you'll be looking for a buy setup. If price stay below it, you'll be looking for a sell setup. So all the setup, I'll be dropping it in my Telegram channel. So click the link in the description box to join our Telegram channel and the Telegram discussion group, so that anytime I drop this trade, anytime I drop this setup, the entry and exit, you will be notified, and then you will enter in a timely manner. So the last pair we want to check today is pounds CHF. So we are still waiting for anticipating news on pounds on probably Tuesday and then Thursday, I guess, and then I think on Friday. So let's see how it goes. But here on pounds Swiss franc, I'm waiting for a bullish setup. So come back to retest this. So we should be looking for a buyers back to 1.11256, and then if this level break, should be looking for a buy. This is my take profit zone if this play out next week, and then if we have a break below 1.10057, should be looking for a move to 1.09240, where the opposite effect actually comes in at that level. So hi guys, this is the weekly forex forecast, and then these are my views on the technical aspect of all these pairs next week. So make sure to use your protective stop, make sure to use a very good risk management, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and turn on the notification button. So I'll see you guys soon. Probably don't forget to join the Telegram channel, and then so that you can have the first hand information about anytime I want to enter a trade. And at the same time, there are links to my social medias in the description box. If you have any question, drop a question in my DM on the on Twitter, because I have the Twitter link there. So I did not restrict anybody to DM me, so you can DM me very, very easily. And don't forget that the GBP USD bot is still very, very active. So it's still milking the market. So if you want to connect your account, inbox me or DM on Twitter to connect your account with the bot.